It absolutely is, and Baytown, that will continue to be the trend throughout the day. You can see the flow that is clearly the flow from what is Harvey out in the Gulf. And now we're seeing some lightning, too, on the east end toward the Bolivar Peninsula area here. This rotation around all of these folks over in the Baytown area with heavy rain and moderate rainfall that will continue for the foreseeable future here. We have a flash flood warning in Galveston until 11 o'clock. That's going to continue to cause some heavy rain. I want you to notice that this other area we were talking about, we went and did the live shot that was down in the Columbia Lakes area, West Columbia. That is a flood warning until 5:45. The levee around that complex, around that community, has given, folks there were given plenty of notice about that and were told that it would happen. And so they were supposed to get out, and the authorities said that they were knocking on doors to give them a chance to get out. So that's one of the other areas. Also, if we go to the north here, widening out a little bit, you can see the other flash flood warning, which is until 12:30 this afternoon. All of this going up through Liberty County and going up almost to Montgomery County, where there's a lot of rain that will continue to fall here. This is moderate to heavy rainfall that will continue for the next several hours here as well until all of this starts to move on off. And I've gotten the latest update about Tropical Storm Harvey. I'll get to that in a second. But we're seeing a lot of the rain that continues to fall and cause the problems here. Let's go up to the Conroe area. We've gotten some calls from a lot of people. We ask you to call and ask about some things, and we try to talk about that. The Conroe area, Montgomery County, we're seeing moderate to heavy rainfall. Some of the areas there within Montgomery County have been receiving rainfall at a rate of about ½ an inch in the last hour, which is a little bit more than comfortable, quite frankly, with all of the rain we've been having. And so we're going to continue to see that. Areas off to the west have been seeing the rain diminish over the last several hours. We came on at 1 o'clock this morning, and we saw even then it was farther out to the west, but now it's starting to decrease a bit as we get that drier air involved with all of the area here, and really decreases the amount of rain that we have coming through. But if we widen out here, you can definitely see the rotation that's still in place. Pull it out this side. The rotation that's still in place from Harvey associated. We still have the flash flood warnings, of course, but you can see the rotation down here to the south and all of the heavy rain bands coming across in Galveston, really in it right now. That flash flood warning, which is in place now until 11 o'clock, has seen about 3 to 4 inches in one time, and now we're seeing more. And we've seen some shots of what's going on down inside on the Strand, where the shots have shown some pretty heavy water and rain conditions going on there. But you look at this, I'll pull out here, and you can see very clearly when you saw the clouds, there is the center of Harvey right now. And the latest models want to show it moving a bit more to the north and northeast. I'll show you that in just a second. But I do want you to see that if we go inside and look at what's going on, the break is almost all the activity is off to the east of Interstate 45. Looking to the east of Interstate 45, you see the heavier rainfall. Still, everybody's still getting it, most everybody, although the farther west you get, the less rain you get. Fort Bend County, almost not much at all here. Down in Brazoria County, northern Brazoria County, you still have a fair amount of moderate rainfall. To the north, up in the area where Lee Felice was, in the Barker Cypress area, they are getting moderate rainfall. You saw her where the activity was going on there. This is just above Interstate 10 in this area here where they were. And I can tell you that that whole area that we're talking about, the Barker Cypress area, and we'll pull this up and take a look at what's going on here. This is the level, this is the top of the spillway here. This is the area where the house flooding began. This is yesterday morning, and some of those areas started to see water in the homes. They talked about the fact that we're going to start letting some water out, that things were starting to build up, and you can see the increase in the reservoir level in Barker, and you can see right here definitive release of some water here. But by then, the damage has been done. The houses are being flooded, and that includes apartments as well. If you've been in that area, you know there's a lot of apartment complexes in that area, so that keeps everybody on their toes for sure. We had some calls, too, about what's going on in the Lake Houston area. I want to show you that. That's a spillway. Let's show you this, the actual lake, the Little Cedar Bayou. Let's do that because that's over toward the Baytown area. We saw the mayor talking with Sophia earlier. This is on the west side, away from Baytown, but you see the top of Bank going up there. Over on Baytown, the level is much higher. I didn't get a chance to make a graphic, but the level is much higher. So the mayor is accurate in saying that they really need to get some people over there to help things along, to get some people out of there, because they are going to need that help. Taking a look at what we see, the big picture here for our water vapor loop, showing where the center of Harvey is right now. All of this, of course, is where all the rain is involved here, but the latest forecast calls for this to continue to move on out and move to the northeast for going forward for the next day or so. The latest numbers: 45 miles an hour sustained wind speed. So that has remained constant. From yesterday, we were at 40 miles per hour. Now we've had a little bit more of an increase. Once Harvey moved out over the Gulf, it was able to regain some strength, if you will. Don't expect it to get much more in terms of strength, but it did regain that strength, and it turned, and now it's moving north-northeast at 5 miles an hour. We've seen it go straight to the east. Now it's to the north-northeast and picking up speed now at 5 miles an hour. Now let's take a look at the progress of where it's going to go. I'll put this out and look at for the first 24 hours here. Moving more to the north-northeast, so it starts to head a little bit more closely. Before, the track was taking a little bit farther off to the east and more in Louisiana, but this is where it's going to be. And you look at the rain totals here. The rain totals, as far as our models are concerned, has increased here in Galveston. That's a difference from the last time we spoke to you, and this is related to Tropical Storm Harvey. We see the rain amounts 10 to 12 inches now over this next 24-hour span of time, and that's a big increase from where we were before. So Galveston looks like you're in for it for the next day here or so, because the spin around the center of Harvey is not expected to really move far enough away to drop your rain chances significantly. So you're going to continue to see these rain chances really go up, both in Galveston, the Bolivar Peninsula, Chambers County, Anahuac. We're going to expect that to happen for you. And of course, Baytown is over in this area, and that's in the 6 to 8 inch estimate. These are all estimates, model estimates, not actual expectations, but model estimates. And some of these models have been right on. So let's continue to look at what's going on here for the next day or so. Harvey will move on and make landfall there by Wednesday morning, by tomorrow morning, about 7 o'clock. Making landfall there in Louisiana, well to the east of us. But then you notice that the rain chances really go up here as well for the rest of Chambers County and in Jefferson County, going over to the border and up into Hardin County as well. Those areas are going to be really impacted by the approaching area of Harvey. So no real relief for the folks here, but the relief will be for the greater Houston area. We'll see that moving on off and give us a little bit of a break in terms of what we can expect as far as the rain chances are concerned. So the good news about all of this, with the rain estimates on the backside of that, is that we will continue to see decreasing amounts of rain here in Houston, but as Harvey continues to move off to the north and east, the rain chances really increase in the eastern part of the state. As we go through the Interstate 10 area, those areas are expected to see those rain chances really going up. Now, currently, right out off the coast, where we have the influence of Harvey right now, look at the wind gusts. Galveston right now with wind gusts of 52 miles per hour. So we see the wind speeds picking up. Hobby Airport at 40, Pearland at 32, Angleton at 40 miles per hour. And that squares with those heavy rains that continue to lash the area that's right off the coast here. And we saw that, and we will continue to see those rain bands coming across throughout the next several hours. So the flash flood warning until 11 o'clock will continue to be a problem for the folks here in Galveston. Going a little bit closer here, this is really particularly heavy rainfall here going across the island here. We will continue to see that for some time. Let's see what the latest Galveston camera looks like. Yeah, we've frozen that. Bill, would you unclick the Galveston camera over there for me? Thank you. We had this shot down in the Strand to see what the heavy rainfall would look like, and continuing to look at that. You can see that's a big difference from where we saw that before. That's indicative of how much rain is going down right there in that area. The rainfall estimates have been 3 to 4 inches throughout the period of time that this rain has been falling in here, and we continue to see that. And those bands, looks like there's no relief now, Britta. And as the Harvey continues to move, it's moving north-northeast now, so it's moving away kind of, but it's moving a little bit more closer to us, and that gives the chances for these showers and bands of rainfall to be more of a problem.
And also it gives the chance for the wind to actually pick up just slightly because we're closer to the core. We're all very saturated. If you do have larger oak trees in the back of your yard and you happen to live, you know, maybe by Chambers County, also southeast Harris County, closer to South Liberty County, that's the section that the winds could actually come up a little bit. So watch those trees because it's saturated, and even a 25-30 mile per hour wind gust could easily bring that bad boy down. So make sure that you're watching out for that because you don't want it to fall on top of your home. You want to be safe in where you're placing yourself in your home. And again, that's an isolated risk, but I'd rather put it out there so everybody's aware that large oak trees and also other large trees with weak root systems can come down when we have wind gusts that we're seeing right now.
You were getting information from people. What were some of the other areas that people were concerned about in terms of their weather for today?
Yes, we're getting a lot. So every time you do not see Cambrella and I on TV, we are tirelessly typing as fast as we possibly can to answer emails and Facebook. And we're also working in conjunction with Jennifer Reyna. We do have a few questions coming in still about the Brazos River around the Riverstone area. They're concerned with flooding. There is reports of some flooding within a few subdivisions that are closer to the levee that divide Riverstone and Siena. If you've been asked to evacuate in Riverstone, because not everybody has, but if you have, it's very important that you heed those warnings and get out. The crest of the Brazos River has actually come down, which is great news. We just got some information from the National Weather Service, if you can go up a little bit. I think it was 57.5. 57.5. Yes. The forecasted crest for the Brazos River at Richmond has come down to 57.5. That's it's a small difference, but it's also a dramatic difference because every foot lower is going to make a huge difference in what we see flooding-wise in Fort Bend County because of that high crest.
And this is the Columbia map, but the earlier record was going to be quite devastating, and it's still going to be above what the other record was, so that's good to know. I will tell you that we continue to get information. One of the pieces of information we have is that Mary's Creek at Winding Way at 49.2 inches, the rainfall there, 49.2 inches since August, breaks the old record of 48 during 1978, which was Amelia. So that's a lot of rain here. Clearly, we've known that this is a record breaker, and we are in record breaker territory. We are still here for the next day until Harvey moves on out of here. We will continue to go ahead and add to that rain total. So we've talked about the chances of getting 50 inches. And several days ago, remember that rumor that came out? Someone came out and said, we heard there was a rumor that there was going to be maybe 50 inches of rain, and the media was not telling everybody, so we didn't want to panic anyone. No, we were thinking, well, that's a worst case scenario, and Frank mentioned that several times, that if A, B, and C happens, you could get as much as that. And looks like that may be a possibility for us.
Yeah, for now we're going to go back to Rachel and Owen, but we'll be back with another update on what we're expecting. But basically, you know, east of Interstate 45, folks, we still have 12 hours of heavy rain to go.
That's true. And I'll tell you what, guys, this will be interesting for you because you know they've been releasing water from the Barker and Attic. So down the bayou, Derry, Ashford, I just heard from a guy in an apartment complex. They're getting water chest high there. And we knew this was going to happen, but these folks in these apartment complexes are getting fearing for their lives at this point. So.
And the folks along Buffalo Bayou were told that the water that's coming there was coming primarily from rainfall,
right,
and not so much with the dam release. Right. So the difference, the dam release is not going to add.
May not adding much to it. Yeah,
right.
Let's hope not.